Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Is it a happy Tuesday or is it just a Tuesday? Yet to be seen. Yet to be seen. Hello, everyone. Welcome. First one stream. Hi, Diggy. Hi, Drew. Hi, Vegas. Hi, Strawman. Hi, Queza. Hi, Tasty. Hi, Will. Hey, Coach Bombay. How you doing? Welcome on in. Hello, Evan. Welcome. Welcome wrong. Welcome on in. Oh my god, I called you Drew again. Why am I like this? I literally cannot fix it. I cannot. It's gonna take me 1,000 times to unlearn this. New government, new sub. True. Do I get another 4 years, chat? Am I being voted in too? Hello everyone. Welcome on in. G'day. Hi. Neuro, 34 months. Thank you so much. I'm extremely grateful. Nobody judge my girl dinner. It's a thing. It's happening. Oh, I haven't done fishing. Sorry, you did get scammed. Sorry. I've been crying. Not in a way feel sympathy for me or anything, but in the emotionally drained way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the fish. I'm sorry. The fish are coming. Could have cried into the fish pond. Why are the fish ever off? I shut down my computer every night. Your hairstyle looks nice. Thanks. I washed my hair. Hi, Iris. Get sympathy anyway. Well, let's see. The last shipping container coming from China to the USA is in 4 days. Order drop below $60 and the orange shit stain doesn't understand, hates the US Constitution. Yeah, and he's rebuilding Alcatraz. Cool. Cool. Everything's so chill, guys. He wants to do it because he thinks it's like a way to display law and order. This is a full-blown house deposit, so Nib. My goodness. 85 months. That's crazy. Now, chat, I don't know how this is going to taste. It's a very girl dinner, but I cooked my first meal in here last night, and I made baked potatoes. But oh dear. Hallway. I just want to see what it all tastes like in a bite. Okay. That's not possible. But it was yummy. He's such an idiot. He's not an idiot. He's just, he takes things and he runs with it. It's like, it's crazy. Why are you traumatized, Nom? Then I'll get into mine. Well, yeah, it's like how when people call stuff, when they're like, oh, I'm raw dogging life. You're doing what? I've used it too. Language is a crazy thing. Hi, Eric. I do remember that Starlink contract. Yeah, apparently all the pilots are very scared. I'm just going to shut the door. That's crazy. I'm so emotionally exhausted. I don't even know if I've got words in me. I'm a little black-pilled. I'm gonna have to process it, chat. I'm a little black-pilled at my interactions with people over like the last little bit. Pixel's doing well. Pixel and I are doing well. It's fine. She's not coughing too much. You were elated last time you were live? Yeah. I mean, I'm elated with political hope in Australia specifically for maybe a while. But we do not exist in a bubble. And truly, my experience with the real estate industry has radicalized me more than anything else could ever. Truly. I don't think you should be able to profit off housing at all. Fuck you. I don't. Housing should not be an investment. It fucking shouldn't be. And the unregulated industries that exist around the real estate industry have really, I don't know, I barely had a good experience this whole move, and it keeps going. And like basically over the last couple of days, they tried to keep rent that was owed to me by insinuating I hadn't given them written notice of moving out. And I did. And I had to send it through and stuff like that. But the emotional labor and then just the stress of all that as well is... So basically they gave me notice, and because they gave me notice, I could give them 2 weeks notice to leave at any point, right? Because they gave me notice, then I could give them notice in return. But I had already paid rent up until the end of the lease agreement, right? And I left before then. So I was actually owed refunded rent, right? And like this has all been fixed now, and my real estate agent has apologized and stuff like that. But it just feels like it's been like the first email I got was actually, you're not entitled to a refund because you didn't give us any notice. And I was like, fuck you. Yes, I did. I have followed the law to the letter. I have gone above and beyond in this situation. And I've had like a big fucking cry, three, over just, I don't think people would do this to somebody that wasn't me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if they'd try and do this if I wasn't who I was. And this is a full-blown house deposit. So
great, thanks for the 30 months. And I know it's not personal, but it sure fucking feels personal when it's the movers, the cleaners, and just everybody involved in the whole entire fucking shit show. You know, like it felt like everybody just had a go. Oh, Arclight. 66 months as well. Look at me. I'm making cucumber boats wrapped in salmon with a sun-dried tomato. Don't ask me. But it tastes really good. I think in general it's just not a very nice place to work, and some of them aren't very good at their jobs and sit between shitty angry landlords and angry tenants, and also some of them are actually just bad. Yeah, look, I said to mine, because I'll just be honest about it, right? So my place got cleaned after a whole lot of shit went wrong. None of it my fault. And then I got the email that they had completed it and there's nothing wrong with the place, right? Except I'd left a shower caddy behind. You know, like one of those things that you hang on the shower. Now, obviously I didn't leave it behind on purpose, but they were like, we need this fixed. And so I was like, sure, I'll go pick up the keys and I'll go get rid of it. But then I woke up this morning and I checked the legislation and I was like, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. And it really all just got to me and I just was like, no, fuck this. I don't have to do this. Fuck this. And I just didn't. And I didn't answer any phone calls and I didn't. That's what I said. So I went and checked the legislation and then I basically informed anyone that is trying to contact me. I'm like, I'm not talking to you on the phone anymore. I'm only talking to you in written communication because I don't feel very protected at all. Like, sure, you say you're looking out for me, you're just not though. So, and then I cried because I felt guilty. Hi, SSCC. No, truly. And then I cried because I felt guilty. Because I know that I probably made my real estate agent feel bad. Cool. Like, obviously I didn't leave the shower caddy behind on purpose. But also it's a shower caddy, I don't care. You know? If they take a disposal fee, they take one. I'll take them to fucking VCAT. I have done everything right. Hey, Valerian. No, it's not even that, right? Like, you can't blame, like, specific landlords because any fucking person in Australia specifically / globally think that owning property is like a clear way to wealth and they don't understand the implications of it. Truly. Like, these people, they do not understand the implications even slightly. Yeah, I currently don't have an air fryer, but my new oven works well. But I also realized it's not clean. I have so much cleaning to do. Honestly, and the other reason I'm pissed off is because I paid for the place that I moved out of to be professionally cleaned, and the place I moved into clearly hasn't been professionally cleaned. So I'm truly just so annoyed. I'm really grumpy and I don't know how to get out of it. Like, I'm literally just sitting here, a grumpy girl. I'm a grumpy girl. That's all. And not to mention, I can't be a grumpy girl because these are such bloody insignificant problems. Okay? These are so insignificant. I'm not currently being deported. I'm not living in a country that's descending into fascism. I've got one that's gone full-blown civility politics. Anyway, I'm just grumpy. I did write an essay on the entry report, and then I cleaned the shower 3 times to get the soap scum off. And then the lady said she couldn't see the soap scum, so I attached the photos of the soap scum that I attached to the condition report to the email. And guess what? She just hasn't replied. So not only am I probably getting moved on out of here in a year, but I'm going to have no references. Like, my property managers for the last 2 are now going to, like, no, I don't, anyway, whatever. I got a year to become a millionaire and buy a house. Anyone? Party hardy, I wish. Hi, NZ Doe. Hello. Why are you putting your finger up? Do you have something to add? Do your Neopets riches not cover it?
Tasty Velociraptor gifted a tier 1 sub to Millionaire Night. They have given 1,678
okay.
gift subs in the channel.
I'ma just come back and do my job. But I'm very grateful. Weird drawing of a fish. Look at you. Isn't that nice? Lucky you. Thanks for the gifted sub. See, that's nice, Party Hardy. Feel free to pass it along. The landlord system does, in fact, blow. And that's why I'm a raging political bitch on the internet. All right? And that's fine. It's cool. Sorry. It's fine.
This is a full-blown house deposit. So,
Rookie, 43 months, origin story. Oh no, my origin story was a long time ago. Now, chat, can somebody explain to me why carbonation is bad for people that don't have like a gallbladder? Like, why can carbonation be bad for you? This is watermelon. It doesn't taste very good. Is carbonation acidic? Carbonation isn't inherently bad, but for...
I have something to add. You're a wonderful tenant on the BS that
Oh,
supers
that's
get away
nice.
with his nuts.
Thanks, Linda. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the unnakedness of the dono bar. Means bile is directly into the intestines, which can lead to difficulty digesting fats. Interesting.
I look tall. It's because I am tall. I'm 6'2". It's hard to look small when you're 6'2". I know drum, and that's why you have to take everything I say seriously. Because obviously you have to take tall people seriously. This was actually a really yummy dinner. I would recommend. Hustlin, don't throw me under the bus like that. Oh, you guys can't see, but look at her. She's so cute. Okay, now I can just be comfortable. Sort of. Do I look shorter now? I like my new setup. I like it better than my old one. Truly. I think it looks better. How did the Moet hit on Sunday? Great. It hit very good. You just look real now? Is that scary? Is that bad? Every suburb's an expensive suburb, rookie. Still riding the election high myself. The joy just keeps coming. I did save us a couple of links actually, because there is some joy to be had. That's for sure. Don't worry, you can easily buy a 600k house. I learnt that on YouTube last stream. Yeah, that was fucking insane. Aussie content house when? You literally couldn't pay me. Guys, who do you think I am? Truly. Truly. I spend most of my time alone. And you think that I would want to live in a content house? Me. Do I? I can't. At what point ever in my life have I ever given off that vibe? Yeah, but Haifa, I would not want to move in with a couple. Horrific. No thanks. I contemplated it with my other friend. No. And Carter and Shira are cool. Doesn't mean I want to live with them. We get it, you have friends. You can't fucking win.
Rookie, I couldn't. No. But I've moved house. I'm already in a new place. You know that, right? We've got to leave that in the past. Oh, can we not think next year? Jesus fucking Christ. I literally only just moved in. Please, God, no. Jesus, fuck. Just give me a minute. I lived in a streamer house and had to repaint the whole thing. Yeah, not surprised. What about 2027 then? Fucking first time chatter rolling in here with a fucking... Yeah, you would. You would. Hi, Maddie. Hi, Kensuke. Welcome. Don't know what I'm going to be doing in 2027. You know what? At this point in 2027, I'm going to be sitting on the edge of a river, smoking a joint, laying back and pretending the clouds are something. I don't fucking know. That's 2027 for me. I might even catch a fish, all right, and eat it in 2027. In 2027, I might have sex. Perhaps. Or maybe I shan't. I don't know. It's 2027. It's a long way away. So many things. Bold of you to assume there will be rivers. There's a whole new fucking lake forming in Australia at the moment. This is not the first stream in the new place, but it's the first Real Talk Tuesday. Pneumonia girl smoking a joint. What could go wrong? True. I haven't smoked a joint in years. I don't even know where that came from. Could not tell you where I smoked a joint last. I have a very nice memory of offering my father a joint and him being like, no, I don't do that anymore. And I was like, that's fair enough. It's a long time ago though. Talking about smoking a joint reminded me how whenever you talked about jaw pain, someone would tell you to try weed. And I did try it. It didn't work. It's so funny. Smoking joints is not comfortable for me at all, right? I don't really like it. And weed, to me, just made me hungry. Really fucking hungry. And let me tell you, food tasted better. Oh yeah, the friend. Food tasted better. Have you vaped? I have vaped, yes. I'm such a baddie. Actually, just my friend. My friend is the only one who has tried drugs of any kind, not me. Okay? I personally would never. I do remember the first time I smoked weed, I couldn't stop laughing and it was embarrassing. Like, I literally just got the giggles and I could not stop laughing. I would have been like 20 years old, I think. 20, 21. And I had like 2 puffs of a joint in a video game and I couldn't stop laughing. And it's so embarrassing because, like, how are you supposed to function when you can't stop laughing? Yeah, it is true that so I actually watched this whole video on how drugs can make you susceptible to psychosis, and weed specifically. And like there are some people who in life are predisposed to psychosis no matter what. There are other people who will smoke weed and then get psychosis down the track. And then there are those people who have like an underlying thing that is triggered by when they do drugs as well. Um, the whole video was really interesting, and it was also something about how like if you have a brain that is susceptible to Parkinson's, you have a natural immunity to psychosis. And if you have a brain susceptible to psychosis, you have a natural immunity to Parkinson's. Isn't that crazy? You probably do. It was like a university level course on, I can't remember. Do we get to pick? No. Sounds like a shitty situation either way. Yes. 100% Parkinson's resistance. Let's go. Parkinson's is fucked. So I know someone with Parkinson's disease. Um, it's not easy. Can I just have neither? Drum, it's a pick your poison kind of situation though. I don't know. The older I get, the more I realize it's just like, okay, well, it's gonna be something. And everybody gets their own special thing. That's why disability rights are so important. At some point in your life, you're probably gonna be disabled. The likelihood that all of you are people who are gonna live to like 90 healthy and then just die in your sleep seems unlikely. So it's like you get to pick what it you don't really get to pick what it is, but it's just something. You know, the hardest thing for me to talk about recently is that even though obviously Ethan Klein has Tourette's, that man was on drugs as well. That was not just Tourette's, I don't think. And yet, saying that is iffy. Me and my mum are already disabled, so how does that work for us? No, that's what I mean. I've already been disabled too. Like, that's why disability rights are so important. It's why if you're able bodied right now, you should still care about disability rights. Because it will affect you at some point in your life. You will need help. You will want care. My dopamine receptors are fucked. Depending on how they're fucked, Guppy. Hey, Woody. Yeah, that debate was sad. Yeah, Vox, it's not a good debate to watch. Hey, Moshinima, you're reading your daughter a bedtime story, and one of the characters' name is Pix. She's a fairy. Stop it. Hello, Ramwrench. She was a fairy. You're like a fairy. Tasty, that's mean. The fuck? Don't be like that. I've got enough going on. Chat, I changed my background. Why will this not move? Why can't I move multi-chat? Oh, here. Hey, look, I changed my background to old artwork. Ignore the symbols, alright? This is old artwork that is so fun. And look, there's a velociraptor on the wall. There's a camera. There's broccoli. There's a golf stick in a bowl. Little race car. Little whiskey bottle. I forgot about it, but it just seemed fun. And look at the little ducks. It's so cute. You could have hidden the icons. Oh, I don't care. It's just that they're there, and everybody judges the fact that they're there for some reason. Any Collingwood symbols or stuff in the background? No. No, Messi. The hidden Stargate was cool. Yeah, it's such an interesting piece of artwork. It was the second one I had done. Yeah, I don't know what the icon in the middle is. I don't even know how that got there. Case, I don't even know what it is. It can go in the trash at some point. Oh my god, Brian, that's so funny and evil. If you had that now, people would assume it's AI. It's not. I know. Isn't that fucked? It's digital art that I paid for by Saria. I would never use AI art for branding. That feels very wrong. You know, I do think that people will use AI a lot and in certain ways, and then most people will be like, oh, this is actually shit. And I don't know. Chat, I fear there's a chance that I'm like part of that like anti-tech movement. I say as I sit here on the internet. Oh no, I watched my artist do it on stream. Messy, so don't think so. Yeah, I think that's what's going to mean that we move away from AI. Like, it's like you can't enjoy anything at the risk that it's AI. You know? Actually, I saw an interesting take today about video games. Alana Pierce shared something, and then it was an article or whatever, but basically it's that video games don't have an audience anymore, and will struggle. Like video games as a hobby and making video games are like they're going to struggle coming into the future. There's a lot of gatekeeping, there's a lot of oversaturation, but like there's a lot of inaccessibility. You know? I tag in. It would be nice if the indie scene thrived. I also saw an interesting take today about how okay, hear me out. It was this woman who said fascism began with the invention of Xbox Live. So she actually blames Microsoft. And it's that video games historically, right? Those co-op ones, you would still have to go over to your friend's house to play video games. Right? So keep in mind there are some holes here, but it was interesting to think about. And I agree with it on a particular level. But, you know, when at the beginning, your friend had a console, you'd go over and you'd play Mario Kart or you'd play Mario Party and you'd be there. You'd play GoldenEye, 007. You'd be playing all these games, but you were there and you were hanging out. And it was part of it. And yeah, it was competitive and at some points it was co-op and whatever. But being able to play games online, separated, especially for people who don't call each other out, has allowed people to say some really fucking horrific shit without any tangible, visible consequences, right? Because you're not in front of people. It's why I always try and treat every single name in here as human as possible. Because I expect the same. But you even see it with chatters that come in sometimes, right? Where you feel like you can say anything because there is no consequence. And because there is no consequence and you can say anything, you get attention from saying things that are more and more outrageous. And it makes these very fringe opinions, again, the way they've played out on Twitter and all of those other fucking platforms, kind of valuable because they spur engagement, and engagement is popularity. And internet popularity equates to money. And so fascism has been encouraged by the anonymity involved with like gaming from a distance. Yeah, because you have to humanize it, Tasty. It's half the fucking problem we have. Hi, Vega. I agree with you, Fradley. It was interesting because it seemed to have worked quite well. Yes, because you can see people's faces, you can see real-time reactions, and all of a sudden, it's no longer this entity that you can yell at. It's a real fucking human being. Right? I truly think that's why these two bitches that were so evil to me on the phone could do so. They never had to meet me. They were performing a service, sure, or sending people off to perform a service, but they never had to meet me. There's no accountability whatsoever. I am thinking about, like, I've documented everything. I'm thinking about things. Vega. Yeah, Vox, like, you know, and it's so easy to do because you say it without consequence, right? People did that over the phones in the past, but what I'm saying is I think it's gotten easier for people to be rude. Back in the day, I don't think people were rude on the phone the way they are now. Because I just think we're more disconnected now. I've spoken about Advance a bunch of times, right? They're a funding organization that just funds right-wing propaganda, but they're failing. They're clearly failing. They're going to keep going, but they're clearly failing. Consequence is reduced in a larger city versus a small town. I agree. No, it's Advance, and Advance is funded by like. Look, what I'm gonna say is that Australia has deeply and very obviously rejected the swing of the Liberal Party towards the right. Truly. We've gone, no. No fucking thank you. We don't want your bullshit. Like, there are seats all over the country that are named after, like, famous Liberal prime ministers. And they're all in Labor hands. Like, the Liberal Party is decimated to the point it may never recover. It is much easier to lose it. It's much easier to keep a seat than to win a seat. I don't know, like, I don't know what the Liberal Party is going to do over the next little while, but it's going to be interesting. I actually went and bought shampoo yesterday. And the lady, she's like, hi, how you going? I'm like, well, thanks. How are you? And she goes, I'm terrible because we've got Labour for 3 more years. And I was like, okay. And then I just didn't talk to her anymore. I was almost going to ask her why she felt that way. But then I was like, no, I think I might just stand here in silence. No, she was just working at the store. Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't know if she'd voted like Liberal. She wasn't giving Greens voter. So she was not giving Greens voter. So I wasn't going to get into it. But I did find it kind of funny. Because I was like, I would not do that. My mum said her Lib friends are crying about how we can't afford Albo's policies. Yeah, there's a lot of rich people or people who think they're rich and they're like, oh no, we're going to have to pay so many taxes. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What if we have to help the poor? Then we'll be poor. And being poor is so icky. That's like, yeah. Yeah, there are a few grumpy people for sure. Yeah, Teresk, you got to pick your battles. I think a lot of people who voted Liberal must also feel like you know, a bit weird because the result was so clearly against Liberal. Right? The Greens didn't necessarily lose. They did technically, but their showing meant like Greens voters preferenced Labor. Labor voters preferenced the Greens, but nobody was preferencing the Liberals. You okay? She kind of did this last night as well, where she got a bit huffy and puffy at this time. Maybe I'll open the door.
Yeah, there's a few seats that are still a bit interesting. No, Messy, there's more than three parties. It's just the Greens, Labour, and the Coalition were probably the three biggest ones. There was lots of independents, people from other parties like the Nationals, One Nation, fringe parties. Dottie. Yeah, I did see that. Actually, I saved some of this. Okay, first, I just wanted to give you like a little bit of like deliciousness.
Kooyong, some of the bluest of bluest areas, the most difficult for the Liberal Party now. So I would be careful just
Well,
assuming...
what's that about?
Well,
How's that been allowed to happen?
Obviously, they're all women.
Well, because when you've got a bit more money in your pocket, you maybe not focused on things like cost of living. You've got an ability to look at other issues.
Well,
and if the election's about cost of living, you tell me how you guys keep losing poor old seats where people are struggling.
I think the really interesting thing
Why are you
will
going to get
be
your
tonight
head
whether
kicked
the
in
strategy
places
that
like Hawke?
Peter Dutton pursued, and I know you encouraged him to pursue, Peter, of ditching the Teals seats for the outer suburbs, whether it pays off.
I've never
It's gonna be very
I've never,
interesting to see.
don't verbal me, Murray.
What was that about?
I have never advocated ditching the Teal seats.
You've certainly advocated for going after the outer
I've always
suburbs.
advocated, coming from a poor, backward part of regional Victoria, that those places cannot and should not be forgotten by the Liberal Party.
Well,
Yep,
the
just be careful,
strategy will be very interesting. to see
Mate,
if it
your
works.
mouth is writing checks your brain can't cash.
Peter, your response to my point on Kooyong was a credible one, and I respect that. But I'll make the point, if you're not going to get Kooyong, given the redistribution back from the Teals, what are you going to get back from the Teals?
I'm not conceding Kooyong at about, what, 10.6?
Yeah, no, okay.
No.
Sure.
Just
She's
make
not
my point.
nice. She's
Just
awful.
because an area is demographically very well heeled doesn't mean it's naturally liberal anymore.
And the other thing that
Victoria is a very different state,
Okay.
I think, tonight. I don't think we should see anything really through the prism of Victoria.
But
And
it
the other
remains
thing that I
true
would say
30% of the seat has come in from
It has,
Toorak
true.
and other places.
Yes.
The other
that's
thing that
right.
I would say about the Teals, they are not who they say they are.
I just think it's so delicious watching Peter Credlin have meltdown after meltdown. Oh, wait, she's sucking. Hold on. Her tail's down and I don't know why. Lemo Peter Credlin pretending to care about poor people when she worked for Tony Abbott is super ironic. I know. I can't believe the Liberal Party has just rejected poor people when I've been actively rejecting poor people for a very long time. I think she can... Hi Adam. She seems very annoyed at me. I think she can smell all these TREATs
And because she can smell them, she's not letting it go. So I guess I've got to make sure that they're like properly closed. And she can have a chew. Now the smell is on your hands. That's okay. I just need her to stop crying because she's not getting it. I'm just hoping she got what she wanted. Do you know what I mean? And she's not like in a bad mood or in pain or something. Hey, Blue. Oh my God, 92 tickets in 2 hours? That's crazy. That's crazy. She's getting there. You can kind of see her tail is still down. I just need her to get back into bed. I'm going into work to see if I'm still employed due to me working in a distribution center. Are they being like closed and stuff? I also need to get back into bed. So valid. So valid. I just want to be back to feeling she's still scratching at the door. I need to find a new solution for this, chat, and I don't know what it is. I've unironically put the treats in the fridge for now. I don't know if that's gonna work. But at least she won't be able to smell them anymore. She's like, I know you have more of those, you can't hide them forever. Yeah, I've got to put them in like an airtight container. No, Karma. She's been doing really good with her wheeze and stuff, but we still don't have grass, so I do have to take her out in about an hour. But we went just before I started stream, so thanks, Ruby. It's the pantry door. So basically, Pixel's treats are in the pantry, but she's not happy about it at all. I don't think she should have to go yet because I took her down at like 7:30. So we've still got some time. but we get the new grass tomorrow or the next day. So then it won't be an issue anymore. She's sitting on the floor. At least she's relaxed. Maybe it's the smell. She probably could just smell it. Hi, Lordly, by the way. Or, well, I'm going to have an energy drink and then go through this list of hundreds of issues and sort them. Well, you could put on 2 hours of Taylor Swift and try and get through 92 tickets like Blue did. That's so valid, Blue. Yeah, it's new noises and smells, and I haven't really left her for that long yet either. Yeah, I'll join a gym. Karma. The secret ingredient is performance-enhancing drugs. The only performance-enhancing drug I have here at the moment is Coke Zero.
You singing later?
Adam, do you know I once sang that song all the way down to like 0 on a bus once? 92 bottles of beer on the wall, 92 bottles of beer, oh, take one down, pass it around, 98 bottles of beer on the wall. Wait. What? You don't think Taylor Swift would help you? I wanted to show you this video actually. You gotta pay attention. But it's
The
real
United
good.
States is switching to a shadow policy apparatus. Okay, a shadow policy apparatus. We're going to go through it because it's a mix of debt surveillance, migration control, and supply chain domination. And really understanding this will help you see kind of what's going on right here. So don't imagine ICE's immigration enforcement. That's the wrong way to think about this. It is a soft domestic army, not just for immigration, but for control during social and economic unrest, functioning as a pretext for martial enforcement. Economic fear? No. Obedience tool. Obedience tool. Keep recession fears quiet while creating the conditions, right? And then high interest rates, strategic job insecurity, high cost of goods to slowly consolidate behavioral compliance. And then legal ambiguity, right? Because if citizens can be mistaken for deportable, who really has status? This allows power to be weaponized through vagueness. Are you really safe? But then here's one of the things. A lot of people talking about a recession, of this, of that. It's a control lever. Recession is a control lever, not a crisis. It's the suppression of recession headlines, right, would mean that economic spiral is being curated rather than responded to. So the Fed and the elites need to slow down, to cool wage growth, to break labor momentum, and to reestablish capital discipline. And the middle class collapse is being managed, not avoided. We're going to see like stealth liquidity extraction, right? Reverse QE, student loan repayments being reactivated, snap cuts, utility hikes, no cultural language around it, just quiet pressure. And then the trade war as spectacle. The real shift is tech sovereignty. The China headlines, right, don't really matter that much. It's a global decoupling campaign. The U.S. is trying to pull critical manufacturing and rare earth reliance away from China without public panic. That is the whole goal. right? AI and microchip nationalism, that's the whole goal. The United States consolidating control over chips and AI while quality offshoring inflation, right? And manufacturing external.
Which also has a lot to do with why they want Greenland so badly.
Externalities, right? China would be responding by building an alternative trade bloc, right? Think Belt and Road 2.0, but militarized. And then over there's a return to national identity as economic strategy. If the deportation policies keep staying hidden how they are, right? Here's what's going on really deeply. Here's what's going on, because it's actually a quiet cultural reconciliation. It's a narrative pivot to nativism, right? And economic fear becomes a cultural fear about.
She's still scratching at the cupboard.
Pixel.
Also, this guy is not unhinged. He might be speaking at a quick rate and tying a lot of threads together, but it's not unhinged. What he says is making sense.
Others taking jobs or corrupting systems, the citizens versus non-citizens, is blurred on purpose, creating a two-tier system of rights. So the missing headline that you don't see is that strategic collapse has begun, because there's a missing headline in the news right now, which is why we don't cover the news a lot on this page, because the news is not telling you the story. And I don't know how to say it. I almost should go at them. That's how they're not doing it, because it smells a lot like the careful collapse of old post-World War II. That's what it looks like, right? What we're not being told is that we're being withdrawn from globalism, but not as an act of fear, but as a way to remold. Domestic enforcement rises while external entanglement shift toward economic cold wars instead of military ones. The systems aren't failing. They're being repurposed for a leaner, more controlled state model. So what we're actually headed toward is freedom versus algorithm, governance by platform, social services, identity verification.
Wait, she might need to go outside, you guys. I'm gonna check. She's looking at me, so we'll continue this when I get back. Once I have grass, it'll be different. Just for now, it's a little all over the place. Sorry.
Sorry, chat. It's not a conspiracy, Guppy. I mean, you've been paying attention, right? All it takes is looking at Joe's video and understanding the different forces at play that are using kind of Trump and the rest of the government as a bit of a puppet to implement, whether it be Project 2025 or any of those things. And then just the general tech billionaire outcome that people are looking for, to see that, no, this is what's going on. Like, it is a little convoluted, sure, but you can see it happening in real time.
Even voting becomes tied to digital platforms managed by corporate governance sponsorships and score-based citizenship. Not unlike China's social credit, but subtler. Access to housing, healthcare, and loans could depend on compliance metrics like attendance, payment behavior, speech records, even who you associate with online, and facial recognition, right? Cross-border biometric networks. Under the banner, right, of immigration control and national security, this will entrench surveillance capitalism as policy enforcement, and we'll get border militarism as domestic doctrine. ICE will evolve into a national enforcement arm. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Far beyond immigration, right? They will act extrajudicially, right? Performing detainments, removals during civil unrest, economic protests, or in emergency zones. The border will move inward, affecting citizens who appear deportable, meaning racial profiling will become infrastructural. Right, then, right, we have economic citizenship, class-based republic. You'll get the corporate class Americans, right, with full access to mobility, healthcare, education, and legal immunity. Tier 2 working class citizens monitor and manage through benefit conditionality, job programs, debt forgiveness, and access tied to obedience. And then the non-citizens, refugees, and shadow citizens, those lost in data errors, legal traps, debt collapse, used for labor, feared, and narrative. And then the false faith economy will bloom, right? A fusion of patriotism and financial compliance. You prove your loyalty by not voting. That's what it's going to come down to. By spending, subscribing, uploading, and believing in the narrative. Religious nationalism is going to rise. Church-state fusion via family values rhetoric, but deployed to justify surveillance and anti-immigrant actions. Crypto and digital dollars may be offered as freedom, but they really just going to create a programmable money trap. We're going to see narrative warfare. Narrative warfare is domestic policy. The press doesn't just shut down, it's gamified. Journalists will be forced into attention economies.
And I mean, and he's not wrong. There was the first influencer press briefing. Right? Because how fucking unregulated is that? Like, the narrative war begins.
Where dissent can't survive unless viral, meaning that only spectacle reaches the people, which is why I felt the need to make this post anyway. Education becomes story warfare, right? History rewritten, dissenters reframed as unstable, patriarchy, myth-making, right? All of that gets tied to economic loyalty. We are seeing the birth of a simulated republic. That is what we're seeing the birth of. Still looks like democracy, still has elections, still waves the flag. Underneath, the law is selectively enforced. Citizenship is conditional. Dissent is pathologized, and loyalty is economized. The state doesn't declare itself. It forms through layered entropy, passive collapse, phrased as progress. But stay focused, stay focused.
You can just tell, right, like, this man understands a lot, but his ability to, like, put it out in a way that is accessible is a little tricky. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Oh, why are you looking at me? It's okay. It's okay. He says to focus. Meanwhile, I'm focusing on my dog. This is the second night she's panted like this, and I don't know why. Let me just see if she needs to go, like... I've already taken her down. What do you want? Come on. Guppy, yeah, so this speed of talking is a very TikTok speed. Yeah, maybe it's because it's warm. I don't know. We'll see.
Black people, right? We're spiritually stressed right now, and this is deep, and it's something we need to take advantage of, right? We deal with chronic spiritual exhaustion, cultural hyperproduction, masking hollowing, and language is mined, not lived from us. So vibe, lit, trauma, healing, grind become templates, not truths. Black culture is used to metabolize national contradictions. Joy masking decay, rage is entertainment, pain is market. We're not allowed to heal because our suffering is profitable. But here's what white people are in the middle of: narrative confusion. I feel erased. Where's my pride? Right? Increasing reliance on conspiracy, QAnon replacement theory, emotional breakdown outsourced to politics. Outrage cycles are greater than the will to integrate, and faith systems fail to metabolize grief, and they get replaced with performance, prosperity gospel, nationalism. Here's the thing what we headed up to. Here's the thing that we headed up to. We are headed toward a literal disaster with them. We are going to see involuntary confrontations with climate, economics, and identity dislocation hit white people. Misuse of AI to simulate healing. Therapy talk, mindfulness capitalism, spiritual grift. That's all what's coming.
To be honest, we're already there with this.
Up. Black culture is expected to carry the moral censor while being further denied rest. We only got two options: reckoning, right, or repression. That's what we're headed for everybody. But we're gonna stay focused. This is what we need to do. Okay, we're gonna go into what black people need to do to respond to this, because I wanted to paint the picture of what's actually going on, because the news articles won't cover it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they won't cover it. And it's happening live. So, you know.
What do you mean a far alt leftist stream? Then again, this is Twitch after all. You could say what you believe. But you just keep your bubble. Valid. Yeah, it's me, the far alt left. Lemo. I'm not I'm not even the alt left. I am pretty left, but I can explain my beliefs.
The alt left is when you want to suck the dick of capitalism, but you have tattoos. Okay. Wait, communism? Did I say communism or capitalism? Can't remember. Well, I meant communism. The joke would have made a lot more sense if I had gotten it right. Alas, I've cried 3 times today. My emotional, it's all gone. And because Pixel's wandering around stressed, I can't really think straight. Yes, well, Pastry, I got the joke wrong. Useless. Why am I even here? I'm a terrible streamer. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know. What am I doing? Why am I here? I'm having an existential crisis. How can you be sad when the Met Gala was on? Look, I like fashion, but I was annoyed that Wisdom K, I think his name is, wasn't invited. Who is like, he is like this incredible black man in fashion, and he wasn't invited when the theme was literally him. So, but I did like some of the outfits and stuff, and I do quite enjoy fashion. So, but not in the way that fashion is consumeristic, more in the way that fashion is considered art. You're the second leftist streamer today that has said, oh, that felt like a very loud dog bark. Everybody say hello. Hey, Champagne. That wasn't Pixel barking, she was responding to a bark. So, a lot of them do that, I think. But I didn't see. Could it just be that she wants to play a bit? I don't know. I took her to the park and played. We went and played. So, she might. I think she's, let's be honest, she's gotten a lot of my attention over the last little while. She's probably just settling into new routine. Like, she's like, you stop talking to the screens. And now you're talking to the screens again. Why are you doing that? You're annoying. Come back to the couch with me. Pay attention. Pay attention. She's so cute. Do dogs get into routines so they have to adjust to new environments? Yes. And so we're working on it. Also, there's no new routine yet. Do you know what I mean? We just haven't gotten into it. But we will. I need my new routine, to be honest. I'm all over the place without it. What argument am I missing here? And why are we describing things as ghetto? What? Get an education. Oh my fucking god. This is insane. Learnt is a word. Learnt and learned is a word. They're both words. But also, when Vox said that, they were intentionally using like crazy grammar, like saying we're getting learnt up. Like, yeah, what? This is crazy. Why was that a big deal, and why did you write that it sounds ghetto? That's... Yeah, you should be sorry. Because I shouldn't have had to focus on that. That's crazy. The other day, I cried because my highly specific shower routine for when I wash my hair was changed because I was not showering home. That's so valid. That's so valid. I don't know why, I cried for like 3 different reasons today, but they were kind of all the same reason. And that is I'm mad at people and I don't know how to be happy right now, even though I've had a good political outcome and I've moved into a new house. Like, it just should be an enjoyable time. And it's not. Maybe I need vengeance. Maybe I need vengeance. Do you know I did cook my first meal here last night? I made a baked potato and it was delicious. So don't be too jealous of that. And then tonight, do you know what I'm having? I'm having a salmon rice bowl. I'm having a salmon rice bowl. I've got rice and I've got a fresh piece of salmon to cook. And yes, did I have smoked salmon before? Also yes. Very random, but you look like Carrie Fisher. Not the first time I've gotten that, actually. I'll take it. Thanks. I didn't have your usual detangler brush. You didn't have your, oh my God, I have a detangler brush at Tangle Teas, like the normal Tangle Teas. And then you try and shower without it and it's traumatizing and you're like, my hair's falling out. Yeah, that's why I went and I had to go buy new shampoo because I feel like my hair is falling out. And so I went and I got the new shampoo that was like, it's supposed to stop your hair falling out. Might be a ramen and egg night. That sounds delicious. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, pastry. I can't even imagine. I think I'll be emotionally unstable forever when Pixel dies. Luckily, she's settled into bed though. My little baby. No, yes, Moshinima. That's so, yes, population, very fast population collapse is civilizational collapse. We learned that from the Fall of Civilizations podcast. And it is why so many people, when they talk about the birth rate, freak the fuck out, right? It's why when people complain about immigration, they're actually idiots. Because unironically, lots of places at the moment need immigration to keep their economies going. You got pizza? You got new shampoo too? I haven't really gotten over losing my dog, and that was in 21. It's love left over. I don't know if you get over it. Loss is such a cruel part of being human. Moon-shaped pool. She's talking to the screen again and is now talking about me dying. Stop. She can't understand me. She's asleep. She only understands certain words. She's a smart poodle. And also, if I talk about her dying in front of her, maybe she will never die. Because, you know, she'll know how badly it will hurt me. So she'll live forever. Okay? Genius. Yeah, pastry. I can't even imagine. Look, I'm mentally deranged. So I pre-grieve
No more
most
gaming.
day.
No more porn. No. We're going to go back and learn how to dance.
Maybe a bottle of wine, and some good food for the housewarming? Blessings. L.
That's so fucking nice. What the fuck? Well, thank you so much. That's so generous. That's really generous. Chat, could I drink the leftover flat, expensive? Fuck it, let's try it. Hold on. Why are we pre-grieving Pixel when she's technically middle-aged? I can't help myself. I know pastry. I know you're not new. And I know that I have looked after Pixel very well. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but she's not actually coughing that much. We do a puffer once a day now, but I don't know. Look at that. She doesn't cough as much at the moment. So Yeah, we do okay. Yeah. Chat, I'm gonna see if I can stomach the leftover flat champagne. Because there's not very much, there's only a little bit. I do have orange juice I could have it with. Does it have bubbles? Look at that. It's still got bubbles. I mean, it's fine. It's literally fine. Yeah, that's very generous. Thank you so much. Holy shit. These alt left and their champagne drinking. Fuck you, I'm a champagne socialist. Alright, after the week I've had, I'm allowed to be. Okay? Right? I can have my moments. You know? You're allowed to have moments too. Is it wrong? Maybe. Perhaps.
Every night, my human stares at that glowing screen, mumbling and tapping away like it's the most fascinating thing in the world. I bring them toys, wag my tail, even rest my head on their knee, but they barely look away. I don't get it.
It's so sad,
I'm right
DJ,
here.
stop
I'd
it.
fetch, snuggle, even listen to their stories, but the screen wins, every time.
Stop. Hi, Mona the Lisa. DJ, thank you for the 84 months. And look, I only stare at you guys for like 4 or 5 hours a night, and then the rest of the time I play with my dog, or cuddle my dog, or feed my dog, or live for my dog, okay? The only time you really have to worry about me is when I don't have my dog anymore, okay? Or TikTok. No, I only do TikTok when I'm cuddling my dog. What about playtime as a stream redemption? Guys, I play with my dog a lot. Allow people to pay for fetch? Guys, I play with my dog on stream sometimes for free. You don't have to pay me for that. I want you to pay me for my intellect and the fact that I'm very funny. Okay? What the fuck? Have you paid me for being funny today? No? Well, then that's kind of useless of you, isn't it? Jaeger and World have gotten in there. A few subs have gotten in there as well. But, like, for fuck's sake. Chat, I'll hit you with a Real Talk Tuesday question. Is it unethical to seek fancy comforts like champagne when the reality is it's not fair? Like, it's not. But is it? Yes, but only if you're a political Twitch streamer. You know, is it a domestic product? No. No. It's from the Champagne region of France, okay? I only do authentic revolutionary.
Guys, we were celebrating an authentic revolution. We needed the beverage of an authentic revolution, you know. Well, Adam, see, that's the question, isn't it? Oh, then it's very ethical. France has workers' rights and is the birthplace of the commune. Wow, what a way to leverage any satisfaction away from yourself. Lives contain multitudes. The reality is very complex. Yeah.
Hope the new move went smoothly and all. Happy Tuesday.
Ched, you can hope that for me, but it didn't. It did not go very well. My movers broke the lift within an hour of starting the job. Truly. And the movers ended up costing me $1,400. And then it was just after that, a series of unfortunate events that was all just bullshit. I think they like overfilled the lift and they knocked the roof down. And then like I was yelled at by the owner of the company. Like truly, I was like yelled at. $1,400 for a house move is not expensive. It is, yeah. But like that was only the beginning. The week continued on. The lady at the company that the renters that my real estate agent had told me to book for cleaning said she canceled my booking while I was there, and then did it later in the day. But then they kept canceling it. Then when they finally went to pick up the keys, they picked up the wrong keys. And then my real estate agent was like, yeah, this is all good, but I need you to go back and pick up your shower caddy. And then there was a whole bunch of other things that happened too. Chat, ignore the hype train. I'm boring tonight. I haven't done anything worth any tiny little bit of hype whatsoever. Like, this is my Too Real Tuesday. Usually I sit here and I indulge you guys in a Real Talk Tuesday, right? Today, I am the Real Talk Tuesday. I am the boring Real Talk Tuesday who can't get over her shitty move. Like, pull it together, queen. You're embarrassing. You've always been the Real Talk Tuesday. Yeah, but no, sometimes I'm good at it. Sometimes I can help with other people's problems. And right now it just feels like I have the problems. I don't. The problems are over. Truly. They're over. They're over. It's fine. I have leftover expensive champagne and most of my problems non-existent anymore. You look so young and ethereal. What? No, I don't, but thank you. I wouldn't know the functions that you're looking for. Hey, Baltia. Hello.
Roof overhead, food, true. I do. I'm very sad. Can I suck about a first world problem that is very... Look, this is a very small problem, but I do want to suck about it. While Marvel is not like my favorite universe, I am yet to see the Thunderbolts. And I'm annoyed because parts of it have already been spoiled for me. And so I'm annoyed about it because I really want to go see it. And I was invited to the premiere of it. And I fucking would have loved that shit. But no, I got kicked out of my apartment and I had to fucking move. So I couldn't go to the fucking premiere of the fucking good fucking Marvel movie. Anyway, I just feel like I'm owed some karma after this bullshit.
Guys, it's not a cult.
Adam!
You can't just tell everybody it's a cult when they first
You
come
did
in.
not.
You scare them off. It's a community, guys. Community. Keep it casual.
Stop. What the fuck? That's not very serene of you. That's not even funny. What a terrible joke. Do you want chat to act out the movie? No. No, I do not. I don't think any of you have acting ability. Adam, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. You're my new favorite chatter. Did you get an air fryer? I didn't do anything today. I walked my dog and I cried. It's funny because it's true. Like, truly, the things I did today was walk my dog and cry. I also showered and washed my hair, and now I'm here. You know. No, you don't have to get me. You've already sent me PC parts that I haven't picked up yet. And I can't wait till my birthday. I need it. Trust me. This is gonna sound fucking cringe. Alright? Hear me out. I used to be very anti-air fryer. But I'm not now. I'm a can't really live without an air fryer kind of girl. It's just so simple. There's no preheating required. You just turn it on and then it's cooking something and then the something is cooked, you know? Was it a sit down and cry shower? No, because even though I've cleaned my shower 3 times since moving in, I'm not willing to sit on it yet. How much soap scum was on that thing? That's some serious build-up. Did I not share the photos in Discord?
The defamation lawsuiting.
I can show you.
And I'm gonna find where I took it. Okay, hold on. Now, please keep in mind, this is not me. This is what I moved into, okay? So, just... You look Gemini? What is it about me that looks Gemini? No, this is the soap scum. Guys, this is filthy. I could feel it on my feet. If your shower looks like this, it's filthy. You need to put baking soda and vinegar all over it. I left it there for 24 hours. Don't worry, guys, it's already clean. It's already clean. But I'm just not ready to sit on the the shower floor yet.
Orsbeer gifted a tier 1 sub to
I know
Pixel Shower.
you guys think
they
this
have
is
given
just like
7 gift
some
subs in the
marks on
channel.
tiles. There are no marks on the tiles now, yeah. Like, all of this felt like grimy as fuck. It's like all of this, it's not this is not tile. It's ugh. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I really don't like using bleach if I don't have to, but I did go buy some like full blown cleaner, so I ain't sitting in this shit until until I've like, yeah, fully disinfected it. That texture is all soap scum. Yes. The texture, there is no texture on the tiles. The tiles are smooth now. The texture on the tiles is not texture. That's soap scum. It mustn't have been cleaned in, I don't even know how long. Wait, you sit in the shower? Yes, sometimes I sit in the shower and have a good think about all the things I've done wrong in my life, okay? You don't do that? You don't cry? You don't reflect on the day? You don't just sit there and go, oh, where did it all go wrong? Come on now. Is that not normal? Don't you judge me.
I don't want a shower chair. It's just another thing to clean. Soy Prem, that is what bathtubs are for, but I don't have a bath. That's why I sit in the shower sometimes. Okay? You don't have to flex and remind me that I don't have a bath. Well, you can give your bathtub to me. Spacious shower though. It's not that big. It looks more spacious in the photo than it is. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sure shipping a bathtub would be real cheap. Do you know what I need to do? I need to visit my mom. But unfortunately, this week is Mother's Day, and so my mom is visiting me. Now, that's great. I'm very excited taking my mum to lunch and then, you know, we're having a little afternoon together. That's great. But at the same time, when my mother visits me, it means I am not visiting my mother. And when I'm not visiting my mother, I do not have access to a bath. I'm not actually a mother, but considering I use all my maternal instinct here, on Sunday evening I do expect gifts from everyone. So, you know, I have performed that, you know, I am mother. And it is Mother's Day here. So. Guys, I haven't even had my nails done. I haven't had time. Look at them. Ah. I'm falling apart at the seams, my friends. I was happy about the election outcome, Nevax. I'm happy about it. No, you're not allowed to call me mummy or mommy. You're not allowed to do that. That's weird. That's a weird sex thing now. It's like the opposite to daddy, and I don't like either of them. Blech. But you can use the mother in the same way people call like Taylor Swift mother. As in like, you know, mother. It's got this reverence to it. I'm going to be real. It's just another excuse to scam gifts. I don't think I'm that motherly. I don't think my maternal instincts comes across motherly. Like, I think I'm caring, but I don't think it really comes across in like any sort of like mothery tone. Respectfully, I won't be doing that. Respectfully, that's so fine. Parasocial adult maternal figure doesn't have the same ring to it. Yeah, it doesn't. You did nanny though, so you've had practice. It's true, I did nanny. Hello, love you. I'm going to a really exciting thing on Saturday night. One of my friends, he built me and a couple of my other friends decks for Magic, and he was like, So the decks have something to do with you and you have to guess what it is while you're playing it. Isn't that like a fun idea for a night?
This is a full-blown house deposit, so...
Good morning, Pix. Have a nice election.
I did have a nice
Smixel
election, Gay Elephant. 3 years later. Welcome on in. And I am interested to see what the deck is related to about me, or what it is. I don't know what color it is or anything like that. It's a lettuce deck. Imagine. I don't think he knows anything about the lettuce. What is your favorite MTG color though? I think it's white. But don't catch me saying that online because people cancel me. At this stage, it's white. Osbia, very much. That's why I'm still celebrating and drinking the leftover champagne. No, a color mixed deck is great. One of my favorite decks to play is green, black, and blue. Haslin, you're fine. It's okay. I'll pick one. I like to. I sometimes struggle because I like picking the things that I have in my house. I'm very grateful though. What are we talking about? Bullshit. What do you want to talk about? No, I stopped playing Pokemon when I realized everybody else was spending money on it, and I was like, I refuse. Coziest we talked about that like first thing tonight. Fucking crazy. I've been to Alcatraz. Alcatraz is a museum. It should not be opened as a prison ever again. That shit was fucked up and it's a full human rights violation. I remember when MTG players were getting into poker, and now I did the opposite. I'm a poker player turned MTG player. Yeah, the movies, Elzozzle, as Elzozzle. Dunder. Baker, he said he wanted to reopen Alcatraz because it's such a show of law and order and strength, and no one's ever escaped. And then, that one guy, he escaped, but he didn't really escape because they found his clothes torn up, so he didn't really escape. So no one's ever escaped. The sharks and everything. Fucking psycho cunt. I know, guys, I'm an actress. Not only am I smart and funny, but I'm also an actress. You're welcome. And I do it for so cheap here as well. Like, really, with my set of skills, I could have been at the Met Gala today, and yet I'm here performing for you. You're fucking welcome. G'day, mate. Hello, Limelight. How you doing? Welcome on in. Could you have been at the Met Gala? Absolutely. Do I not give off should have been Hollywood famous vibes? Don't you dare tell me I'm a normal person who doesn't belong at the Met Gala. I'm not like normal people. I have a suit. I have a suit that it was tailored to me and I could have worn it to the Met Gala. It's pink. Yeah, I had a scheduling conflict and that's why I'm here. Normal people don't get invited to Marvel movie premieres. Yeah, I know, but I don't get invited to any of the other premieres. Hi, Cece. Thank you in Australia for not playing Orange games. Respect. I know. We're carrying right now. We're kind of impressive. Do you know what I mean? It's like if anti-fascism had a home. Right now, that's Australia. And as one of the prominent figures... Sorry. Sorry. Hi, Jess. It's true, we do have a lot of clowns, Limelight, but at least we don't have fascist clowns, you know? This will be a very interesting term of government in Australia because I feel like the Labor Party have been given a lot of room to make policy. They will have to get it through the Greens in the Senate. But it will be interesting because it will just be interesting to see where they sit in regards to that policy. Fuck Clive Palmer. The man could have done some really fucking good shit for people. And he's just an old fat cunt who doesn't have enough power. And it's embarrassing. Like, how embarrassing to be Clive Palmer. Truly. You know, the only way I would think Clive Palmer wasn't embarrassing was if he rocked up here right now and gave me like $1 million as penance for spending the rest of his money so poorly. Like, I should be trusted to redistribute that wealth. Not him. He's useless at it. Vega, I mean, Anthony Albanese has done something pretty wild. And I don't think they'll try and oust him. I think he'll do the full term. Like, I don't think the Liberal Party can win even the next election, truly. Like, there would have to be a very specific set of global circumstances for Labour to lose in 3 years. So, the Liberal Party, I don't think people understand how decimated the Liberal Party was from this election. They have no leadership. They have no... Good luck. Good luck. It'll be very interesting to see what happens. Blue, did you try and say salad cream? Yeah. Of course you did. I'm sorry. I'm the most fascist person in Australia because I've banned free speech when it comes to one specific word. Well, it's actually the combination of 2 words. Alright, a girl's got to get her kick somewhere, and being a little bit fascist on the internet is mine, and you can't steal it, okay? Yeah, Limelight, that was the funniest interview. Yeah, they interviewed Trump, and the guy was like, yo, Australia just had an election, but the left party won. How do you feel about that? And he's like, oh, Australia had an election? That's crazy. Who won? I don't know. I didn't know there was an election. I didn't know who was running, but, you know, and then he was like, Anthony Albanese won. And Trump was like, oh, Anthony Albanese is a good guy. He's been a good guy to me. I like him. And that's because Anthony Albanese would have sucked Trump's dick. Not literally, but the way Anthony Albanese is speaking about Trump, he is all over that shit. Like, he's like, when he was speaking about Trump in the debates, and Anthony Albanese was like, look, words were exchanged. I said some words. Trump said some words. Words were exchanged. No, it is a good sign for Australia, not for America. Nothing's a good sign for America. But Australia knows better than to poke the fucking bear. All right? What Australia has to do right now is teetering on a knife's edge of diplomacy. Not only do we have to stay good with China, or our trade situation goes fucking down the drain, but we've also got to stay good with America, or our military security goes down the drain. So little Anthony Albanese in the middle is playing a very fucking tricky game. And look, it's not great. Let's be real. It's not an ideal scenario. But it's just trying not, like, I mean, it's not Australia being a good guy. If Australia was a good guy, Australia would stand up and say something about the genocide that's going on in Palestine. The fact that Israel is going back in to Gaza to occupy it and keep going is disgusting. I mean, it was disgusting months and months ago, and no one's doing shit. Security from what? Security from what? I doubt they will, Tasty. You're a bit hot, baby. Is it a bit warm in here? Not enough air? Let me open it. It is a little warm in here. I mean, that was their plan from the start, Professor Fappington. Just a lot of people didn't want to believe it. They do want to occupy it. Have you not watched Louis Theroux's documentary, The Settlers, Guppy? I'm just going to be very clear. I am an anti-Zionist. I will speak up for Jewish people world over. No fucking problem. But I am an anti-Zionist. And I am highly critical of Israel. That does not mean that I hate Jewish people. In fact, there are some... I love Jewish people. And ironically, I had a Jewish boyfriend. But even that Jewish boyfriend is critical of Israel. Rightfully so, because what they're doing is wrong. Not Gal Gadot getting casted again, full stop. She was terrible in Snow White. Love the qualifier. Yeah, I did that. I know a black person meme. What do you mean? All my friends are gay. What do you mean? Yeah, guys, I love men. I date men. I'm just qualifying, okay? So I have validity on the left. Yuck. To the men? Valid. What do you mean? All my friends are gay and I made them that way. Imagine dating men. Ugh. As I said, I might have sex in 2027. Between now and then, all bets are off. A bit hot. A bit hot. A bit hot. I think she's having trouble temperature regulating. Okay. Like she was settled there for a bit and then there was a noise. I don't think it's that hot in here, but... Oh, maybe she does want an ice block. You want ice block? Come here.
How fun's that? It is kind of hot now that I think about it. Chat, it's a really hot autumn. I don't know how hot it was today, but like we're in May and it's hot. It's weird. Like, it's weird. So maybe she just doesn't know what's going on. Hi, Jack. I'm in Australia too. Oh, you're from Queensland. Nice. I am from Victoria. Well, I have a fan in the bedroom. I don't have it in here right now. I'd say the closest you get to that, Dottie, is Sweden. It's very interesting, this new apartment I've moved into, while I can hear the roof. I can hear the people above me doing whatever they're doing, which is interesting. Was it good? Yeah? Yeah, did that make you feel better? Yeah? Chat, I'm just gonna see if she needs some air. You do this full time, if you can believe it. Look, today's not my best day. Right now, you're probably like, how the fuck does this bitch do this full time? Today's not my best day. But yes, I do. I'll be back tomorrow. And I'll be smart, funny, and pretty then as well. I'm just gonna go open the door for my dog. I've moved house. And it's all just... Anyway. You've got surgery in 1 week, Adam?
It's nice knowing that she can do it blindfolded. That's enjoyable. It's always nice knowing when a procedure is like a kind of routine procedure for a surgeon. Do you have a tummy ache? So, when we were out for our walk today, she did get her hands on a bone. So I'm keeping an eye on her. Because I think she ate like a little lamb chop bone or something. Limelight, it's been 8 years. She did pant last night though too at this time. How are your ears? Do we need to put some... Do I need to put something in your ears? Her cough's fine. She's obviously uncomfortable though. So I'm just wondering if it's her ears. Are you okay? My poor baby, we have just moved house. It's all just happening. Hey, Sickety. Oh, thanks so much. Well, welcome on in. Can carry YouTube all by yourself. Yeah, I don't know. It's just the last 2 nights at this time she's been a bit panty. Can I have a look at your ears? Do you think maybe I should get at them with the scissors? And maybe I should just put some antibiotics in them? Maybe they don't smell too bad, but you're a good girl. Pixel. No, you're a good girl. I think you could potentially last one more
Osbia gifted
hour.
a tier 1 sub to Pixel Cute Dog.
Aw,
They have
Osbia,
given 8
thank
gift
you.
subs in the channel.
Do you think you could last one more hour so I could sing? Or would that be too much to ask? Because, girl, the only way we afford food is if I sing songs. You know what I mean, Jellybean? Okay. Hop down. She does not want to hop down.
I can speak dog, let me have a go of, woof woof, bark bark woof.
Too hot, top down. Too hot. Oh, Jack, that's so annoying. Avocados, if you want them to ripen quicker, you put them next to a banana. Up, down. Go have some more ice. Go have some more ice. Cook you. Have some more. Have some more. Will she lay on her back like a baby? Sometimes she will, when she's really happy. But she hasn't been really happy in like a couple weeks, if I'm being real. No, she's panting right now. Her tail's up, but she's definitely panting. She's also a poodle, and they kind of do this for like attention as well. Like, we've just moved into a new place and she's a little dramatic, to say the least. But I didn't take her out that long ago, right? Like, I probably took her out like half an hour ago. Like, maybe, what, like an hour? She's sucking though. She's like, hoo, hoo, hoo. What's the go? I can't stream when she's like this. I'm sorry. I moved into a smaller place, but I don't think she's bored. Yeah. You want some more? You want some more? Is that good? You want some more? squirties? My squirties? Some squirties. Is that nice? Is that nice? Some squirties. Doing some more squirties? Yeah. Some more squirties? Yeah, more squirties. Yeah. Bye, Teresk. Do you want some more? Some more squirties? Oh, some neck one. Some neck scratchies. And this kind? What about this? Have you got a sore tummy? Just give you some scratches. Oh, you are such a good girl. Where's your ice cream? Okay, elephant. Oh, you're such a good predator. Oh, you are such a good predator. Yeah. You're such a good predator. Lord. Night, Tiny. I think she's just anxious, guys. I do think that that's what it is. It was the same last night around this time. And yeah, it's just, I think it's just we're not in routine and she's like, this is kind of bullshit. I'll try and get a couple of songs out for you and then I might just call it a night and we try again tomorrow. If I get the grass tomorrow, that might make it easier as well. So. Yeah, pretty old piece of furniture.
Holy Mother of God, 94 months. Am I the oldest piece of furniture or what? And still 94 months of no solo PUBG win.
One day, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to believe. Some say love, it is a hunger, an endless aching need. I say love, it is a flower, and it's only seed. It's the heart afraid of breaking that never learns to dance. It's the dream afraid of waking that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snow, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes a rose.
Depends, Drum. What do you want to request?
Boy!
I almost do.
I don't think I'll be able to sing this, my poggies. What's this?
I bet this time of the night you're still up. I bet you're tired from a long, hard week. I bet you're sitting in your chair by the window, looking out at the city, and I bet sometimes you wonder about me. I just wanna tell you, it takes everything in me not to call you. And I wish I could run you, and I hope you know that every time I don't, I wish I could run you, and I hope you know that every time I don't, I almost do. I almost do. Oh, we made quite a mess, babe. It's probably better off this way. And I confess, babe, in my dreams, you're touching my face and asking me if I wanna check in with you. And I almost do. And I wish I could run you, and I hope you know that every time I don't, I almost do. I almost do. I almost do. I bet this time of the night you're still up. I bet you're tired from a long, hard week. I bet you're sitting by your chair by the window, and I bet sometimes you wonder about me. You good girl, doll. You go to bed? Or just a little bit?
Listen to your heart.
Boy!
Picture you less than 3.
I would love to sing all of these. I know there's something in the way you smile. I had a notion from a look in your eyes. You build a love and the love falls apart. Your little piece of heaven turns to dust. Listen to your heart when he's calling for you. Listen to your heart. There's nothing else you can do. I don't know where you're going, and I don't know why. Listen to your heart before you tell him goodbye. you tell him goodbye. Thanks, Dottie. Hi, Gutshroom. Hi, Mapoggies, by the way. And also, Mapoggies, thank you for the request before. Draw the blinds, light every candle, slip off my pretty dress down my chest when I think of you. Every night, both lips on the mirror, it's ritualistic, counting lipstick stains where you should be. Oh, I need you around. I'm getting close now. Do you picture me like I picture you? Am I in the frame or a point of view? Do you feel the same? I'm too scared to say half of the things I do when I picture you. So tell me now, all your perversions. Am I doing research in a miniskirt at the library in your hometown? Oh, I need you around. I'm getting close now. Do you picture me like I picture you? Am I in the frame or a point of view? Do you feel the same? I'm too scared to say half of the things I do when I picture you. When I picture you. Do you picture me like I picture you? Am I in the frame or a point of view? Do you feel the same? I'm too scared to say half of the things I do when I picture you. Thanks, Jerome. I want to have a go at this,
Boy!
Gibson girl.
Boy!
You call it.
You call it? Is that a song? Or is that a pick a song? I have to learn it. I only heard it today. I can't even do the first bit. The other woman. The other woman will always cry herself to sleep. I can't remember how this goes, but I'm happy to make it up again. Not tonight, Drew. I hate saying no to money, but I'm keen. You wanna love me right now? You wanna get along with me? You wanna get my clothes off and hurt me? You came alone to me from however far away, asking me to know how I know you're all the same. Black lady, they're dark glasses. For another while I'll shake my asses. Cold-blooded, so it takes more time to bleed. Obsession with the money, addicted to the drugs. Says he's in love with my body, that's why he's fucking it up. And that's when he says to me, baby, if it feels good, then it can't be bad. Where I can be immoral in a stranger's life. And if you want it good, downright iconic, something they all want that only you can have. You wanna fuck me right now? You wanna see me on my knees? You wanna rip these clothes off and hurt me? And if you hate me, please don't tell me. Just let the lights play all over me. If it feels good, can't be bad. Where I can be immoral in a stranger's life. And if you want it good, downright I can, then I would show you something that you wish you had. will show you something that you raise your eyes. You wanna love me right now, you wanna love me right now, you wanna fuck me right now, you wanna love me right now, you wanna love me right now, you wanna fuck me, wanna love me, wanna. Lol, follow, not you clapping. Yeah, that's a Ethel Cain song. It's a really cool vibe, hey? Not that I sing it anything like her, so. Because I actually do not know how it goes. Okay, my pick, hey? Where's that in my two? Ethel Cain is so cool. I think the reason I don't sing more of her songs is because I truly don't know if I'm cool enough to sing them. Hi, Aaron. Chat, can I be a problem and sing my favorite song at the moment? Did I dream the whole thing? Was I just a nightmare? Different dimension, stuck in the twilight zone. Is this a black and white scene? If so, then I'm in the gray one. Hope you win for best actor, 'cause I had you completely wrong. Does she know you're not who you say you are? 'Cause I might give her a call. Or was I just not me at all? And it's not like I am still not over you. It's so strange, this I never do. Not that I miss you, I don't. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened. It's not like I'd ever change a thing, 'cause I'm right here where I'm meant to be. I won't. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened. Were we just mistaken? Disguised our intentions. And this was a masquerade. Why do I still protect you? Pretend these songs aren't about you. Hope this might be the last one, 'cause I'm not fooling anyone. Does she know you're not who you say you are? 'Cause I might give her a call. Or was I just not me at all? And it's not like I'm still not over you. It's so strange, as I never do. Not that I miss you, I don't. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened. It's not like I'd ever change a thing, 'cause I'm right here where I'm meant to be. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened.
Macatboy gifted a tier 1 sub to Drumuka.
Not over you. I don't miss you. Sometimes I just can't believe you happened. Poggies, thank you for gifting Drew and World God Wrong. Thank you so much for the $10 and letting me pick a song. Chat, has anybody noticed that after I asked Pixel to go to bed, she just did? Like, what if talking
White
about
flag less than 3.
what if talking about dying gave my dog anxiety and she just wanted to hang out? I might have really... You might... Oh, fuck, I better go to sleep after this. The reason I'm so tired is because obviously I have to take Pixel out to do wheeze before we go to bed. But then I have to wake up really early and take her out to do wheeze and poos. And so usually she'd just do a morning wee and I'd get back into bed for a couple of hours. But because we don't have grass at the moment, I've been getting up at 6 o'clock. So I'm hitting the wall. And I've still got to go cook dinner. Kill me. Drum, thank you. This will be my last one, everyone. Night, Adam. Good luck. I'm sure I'll see you before your surgery anyway. Clearly the fluent English. I know you think that I shouldn't still love you or tell you that. But if I didn't say it, well, I still have felt it. Where's the sense in that? I promise I'm not trying to make your life harder. I'll return to where we were. But I will go down with this ship, and I won't put my hands up and surrender. There will Thanks, Drum. Yeah, I thought it was you, Dotty, to start with, but it was Drum. Actually, my boop. My boop. You are. No, Dotty, so you request Dido, but Tasty also likes Dido. And obviously now Drum likes Dido, so you're not 100% alone. It's so funny because I do remember like people's favorite genres and stuff. Like, for example, I know Drum really likes Sabrina Carpenter. You know. Mapoggies likes that one band. Well, Mapoggies likes a lot of songs, but who are the people that sing Gold Guns Girls and the other one? Because I definitely got introduced to those from Mapoggies. Metric. That's right. Blasphemous and Ruin, like, how high are we right now? I know that I'm giving high energy, but I'm actually just really tired. I am drinking champagne, but I've only had half a glass, so I don't think it's done anything. But to be very fair, I've moved house this week and my whole body hurts. Like, I felt so tired today, I could barely move. And I'm pretty sure it's because I've just been pushing myself too hard while I moved. Okay. I'm so tired. I'm literally ending stream. Sometimes I would go a little bit longer than now. But it's just annoying because I feel like me pushing myself hard is not like the same as other people's pushing themselves hard. And I need to remind myself that that's okay. And also, like, my whole self-worth is not determined by my ability to be perfectly productive. And, like, I did move house in a week. Like, give me a fucking break, brain. I'm not talking to you guys, but do you know what I mean? Like, I can barely give myself a break, and it's just so annoying. And when we meet, which I'm sure we will. Yeah, don't remind me, Hustlin'. I'm still so mad about that. Like, they did not. Whatever. The whole experience was ass. I don't want to talk about it. Chat, I'm sorry I've yawned like 18 times tonight. I'm so tired. I'm going to go cook myself a piece of salmon, mix it with some rice, and sprinkle seaweed on the top and call it a day. This was not a great stream, Adam, but I'm so grateful that you think that. I feel like this is one of my worst streams I've done in ages, but they can't all be perfect, and perfect is the enemy of good, and sometimes showing up is the best stream you can do, you know? I'm so happy to be glorified company, chat. So, they can't all be zingers. And to be fair, we did have a very good election zinger, you know? That was fun. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully we've got grass, but look how good my little dog is. I'm finished, baby. Look how good she is. You can't see. she hides now. Chat, be kind to yourselves. And if you need to rest, fucking rest. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Goodbye.